Oh, hello YouTube. Today in the Naughty Librarian, I am bringing you just a sci-fi fantasy book haul extravaganza. So many books I have right now. It's insane. And I got these from like a vast number of places. Some of them I pre-ordered. Some of them I had a Barnes & Noble gift card and I went ham. Some of them oh my gosh, the finds I got at a library book sale. You're not even gonna believe it. I'm stunned at what I found at this library book sale. So let's hop in, let's go through it, all the cool things I just got. So I just want to point out there's 6 books right here, and I got all of these from one library book sale. As you guys know, for Drunk Classics, I've been reading The Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice, and I was debating whether or not to continue with the series because like I read like the first original trilogy. How am I going to go for it? Am I going to keep going with it or just stick with the original trilogy? And I was like, well, we'll see what happens. And then you know what? I went to a library book sale and I got like so many Anne Rice books. Like, I'm like, okay, fate has decided. I got books 4 and book 5 and book 7 of the Vampire Chronicles series. And for those 3 books, it was probably $1.50. Oh my gosh, the savings. So let's start off here. I have The Tale of the Body Thief by Anne Rice. This is book 4 of the Vampire Chronicles series. So now I have it, I might as well read it. And from the blurb, it really tells me nothing about the plot of this. I know Lestat's in it. He's going through yet another existential crisis. That's what Lestat does. Like, he gets paid for it, basically. Like, always existential crisis. And there's a body thief. So something's going on in here. I don't know, but I got it for 50 cents. Loving this. I also got a copy of book 5 from the Vampire Chronicles, which is Memnoch the Devil. And I don't really know what's going on here. Mind you, I don't really know what happened in the previous book either. But again, we're following Lestat. It's his journey still. And apparently, like, I don't know, he's in New York, and then there's this lady named Dora that he has, like, all this affection for, and he's trying to, like, protect, I guess. And then he gets kidnapped by Memnoch, who says he's the devil, and then, like, he gets into purgatory. Like, this one's going off the rails. I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, but, like, who knows? It's book 5, why not? And I also got a copy of Merrick, which I believe is book 7 of the Vampire Chronicles. And again, this one has no description whatsoever on the blurb, so I have no idea what it's about. This is like, I know it's in New Orleans, there's witches in it, someone named Merrick, I guess. I don't really know what's happening here, but it's part of the Vampire Chronicles, and I happened to get it. Again, I think this was like a quarter, so I was like, yes, killing it here. And I also got this copy of Vittorio the Vampire by Anne Rice, and I don't think this is part of the Vampire Chronicles, but I think it's adjacent to it. It might be like a spin-off story. And I'm not 100% sure, but again, there's not always like a lot of like detail about what these are like in the blurbs. They're just like, fuck blurbs. You'll find out when you read it. So this is like in medieval era, like 1450. You have Vittorio. He is a vampire and he's out for revenge, but then he meets this lady Ursula, who's a strega, which is like an Italian witch. And he's like, I'm really into this witch lady. Am I still gonna do revenge, or am I gonna go for this witch lady? One of those. At least like the tiniest blurb here, I think that's what I've like gathered what it's about. It's also fairly short. Yeah, this is like a little under 300 pages. So like, I don't know. It's not officially part of the Vampire Chronicles, but I think it's adjacent to it. I also got this copy of The Feast of All Saints. And I don't know if this is part of Vampire Chronicles. I don't think it is. I think it's like a different story, but still in New Orleans. This is the days before the Civil War. And it's kind of like, I don't know, I think it's like historical fiction. Like, obviously this didn't actually happen, but like based on real events somewhat. And we're following like these free people of color. They're descended from the African enslaved peoples, and they're from the French and the Spanish who had enslaved them. So they have like a lot of like different things going on for them. And I guess they did stuff, and it's like a story about those people, and I don't really know anything else about it, but like, hey, it was there at the book sale. It was like 3 mass market paperbacks for $1. So killing it. I also got a copy of Violin by Anne Rice. And I think this one, again, is just like a story outside of Vampire Chronicles. It's just like its own thing. However, I thought it was going to be like adjacent to Vampire Chronicles because Violin, like, you know, Nikki from Vampire Lestat played violin. So I thought it was maybe going to be something about that, but it's not. So this is like about Triana and Stefan. And Stefan, he is like, I guess like a Russian cursed violinist, like maybe like a demon-y kind of thing. And he's trying to like, I don't know, mesmerize Triana with his violin, but like Triana knows music really well. So she's like, no, I'm gonna resist you. And then like demonry. I don't really know what happens here, but the cover's dope. So I'm like, yes, got it for like $1. Way into this library book sale. I got so many Anne Rices. And besides all those Anne Rice, I got even more shit at this library book sale. You guys, like I was killing it. I got a copy of The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. And it's a little damaged, but I figured, you know what? I got tape. I got this. It has those like weird yellow edges, which I don't think is with age. I think for a while they just like sprayed their edges as yellow. I don't know. It was like a thing in the 80s. But anyway, it's The Exorcist, the book that the movie was based on. We kind of all know the movie. It's been part of the cultural zeitgeist for quite some time now. Little girl gets possessed by the devil. Priest has to come get the devil out of the little girl. And then like, you know, head spins and pea soup. But anyways, I was like, oh shit, they had the book. And this is like, it was like, again, the 3 for $1 sale. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna get this. Dude, I hadn't been to a library book sale in so long and I finally went and like, oh my gosh, I scored. I also got a copy of Sabriel by Garth Nix at this library book sale and it's so pretty and I was like, oh, gasp. I was like finding the finds. And here's the thing, like Sabriel is like a very well-known OG fantasy book and I've wanted to read it for a long time just because like I know the cover, I know the name, I know the author. However, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I do not know what it's about. And I was like, okay, the blurb will tell me. The blurb tells me nothing. It doesn't. It only tells me like other people blurbing it, like Philip Pullman, Lloyd Alexander. They're just blurbs by other authors. There's no like details about what the story is. But it's a tale of dark secrets, deep love, and dangerous magic. That's all I know about it. And I was still super excited to get it, mind you. 3 for $1 sale, killing it. I also got this super cool edition of The Shining by Stephen King. Like, look at the cover. Oh my gosh, 50 cents at this library book sale. It was killing it. So again, the book that The Shining was based on, the movie. It's been in the cultural zeitgeist for quite some time. We all kind of know what it's about. There's like haunted hotel. Guy goes there, goes crazy, tries to kill his family, and then ghosts and other stuff. But like, look at this cover. Oh my gosh, it's so dope. Like, isn't it so cool looking? And I got it for 50 cents. Oh my gosh, the deals, you guys. All right, so those are all the books I got from that library book sale, which I was like killing it at. So let's go into other books I got recently. And this one I pre-ordered, and that is August Kitco and the Mechas from Space by Alex White. I love Alex White. So they wrote the Salvager series, which starts with a big ship at the edge of the universe. Highly recommend. It's literally like, it's like a cheater sci-fi. It's definitely in space. There's space battles, there's spaceships, all of the sci-fi. However, the people are also like wizards. They also have magical powers. So it's like fantasy in space. And I was like way into it. It's so good of a series. So of course, the next thing that Alex White puts out, I pre-ordered the shit out of. I needed this in my life and I'm so happy it's here. So this one is so weird in the best way. So basically there's this guy, Gus, right? August Kitco. And he is a jazz pianist and he's just trying to live out his life in his last few days because the world knows that this alien vanguard of robots from space is coming to destroy the earth. There's nothing they can do about it. You might as well have a good time. So he's just like living his life to his best while he still can. And then the unthinkable happens. The vanguard shows up and instead of killing him, one of the robots tries to save them. Turns out, this vanguard that came, not all of them are hell-bent on destroying the earth. There's actually like a civil war within these robots from space and some of them want to protect the earth, some of them want to destroy the earth. what's gonna happen? I don't know, but I'm obsessed with it. This cover is gorgeous, and I pre-ordered the shit out of this. I'm so excited. So moving on to Barnes & Noble, I had a gift card. I was like, yes, I'm gonna get some cool shit. And they had the buy one, get one 50% off sale. So I bought one and I got one 50% off. Let's go. First off, I got Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. And I have been wanting to read this for so long, and it was buy one, get one 50% off. So it was like, yes, getting this totally. So this one is kind of like alternate history. So this is in like the suffragette movement, and witches had by that time become a thing of the past. They're not really much of anything anymore. There might be like a cool few little trinkets or nursery rhymes and stuff. And then you have these witch sisters, and they join the suffragette movement, and they're like, you know what? Let's use our witchy powers. And so of course there's like all kinds of like blowback from that. People already didn't want women to vote, let alone witches voting. So it's kind of like a suffragette book, but with witches. So into this. I've heard nothing but incredible things about it, and it was on sale. So I was like, yes, getting this right now. So taking advantage of the buy one, get one 50% off sale, I also got I finally got a copy of Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson, and I have heard amazing things about this for years. It's highly influential for other like sci-fi writers. I know John Scalzi like quotes it a lot in all of his books, and I've had friends who read it and loved it, but I haven't read it yet, and I finally got a copy. I'm so excited. I got it for 50% off. It's the best. So it's kind of like snarky. It's like maybe a little bit like, I don't know, Tron, I guess. But there's this guy, his name is Hero, and he is kind of a hacker. He's a pizza delivery person by day and like kind of a virtual hacker by night. He can go, I guess there's like this virtual world that they can enter, and he's in there trying to hunt down this virus that's been like attacking other hackers. And like other things happen along the way. That's all I know, but I know how highly influential this is for so many other sci-fi writers, and I've seen it like quoted in so many books, so I know quotes from this, but I haven't read the book yet, which is insane. It's just insane. So I finally got it. I'm super happy. I can't wait to read this. It's gonna be so good. Last book in this haul is Upgrade by Blake Crouch. So this was from Book of the Month, and they've had like several Blake Crouch books, but like I've never read one. I know what is wrong with me. So I finally got one. It was a Book of the Month pick. I picked it up. Upgrade. And this one is kind of like really interesting. I think it has an unlikely hero. There's this guy, he gets his genome hacked, and now like he notices like subtle changes at first. Like maybe like, you know, he reads a little faster, he memorizes things a little bit better, like little things. And then like it progresses, and he's just like, no, like some shit's going down. Like I am insane now. Not insane, but it's just like he is so evolved past like normal other humans that he doesn't see them the same way anymore. And it kind of all links back to some dark thing in his past, and like, I don't know, that like the evil guys, they're like trying to do this to all of humanity, and he's like, no, this is like a terrible idea. I gotta stop you. I don't really know how to do that, but like I'm gonna give it my darndest. And like there's also the question of morality here. Is just like, what if humanity's only choice is to engineer our own evolution? And he's like, well, I don't know. There's gonna be like some moral ambiguity here, and also like, I don't know, sci-fi stuff. I'm into it. It has such a cool premise, and like I know Blake Crouch is like respected in the sci-fi world, so I definitely want to read something by them. I know there's other books, but whatever, I got this one first, so there you go. Okay, so that was like an ass ton of books I got recently, all sci-fi fantasy, and like, oh my gosh, did I find the finds at that library book sale. So many Anne Rices. I was killing it that day. Like the book sale gods were looking upon me with favor. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know, what's a book that you just happened into? Like you're like, oh my gosh, this is on sale. Oh my God, how did no one get this already? Like what was your find of finds? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you want cool exclusive content, including a book club, you can sign up to become a channel member or a patron. Links for that are in the description down below. And on that note, I will see you guys soon. Bye.